Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Lori from Theory, and today we're playing the game called My Lady. So let's get this thing started. Before your story can begin, please tell us your name and the name of your butler. So, of course, my name is not Elizabeth. We're just gonna put Lori. Okay, yeah, Lori, enter. I guess we'll leave his name as Alexander. So you are Lori and your butler is Alexander. Yes, I just stated that right now. Now, please know that this story was made in Ren'py, the visual novel engine, with music composed by Christopher Escalante and voiceover by Bradley Gareth, Hayden Davila, and Jonah Scott. Okay, thank you guys so much. We sincerely hope you enjoy this short story, and I hope I do as well. Game start, yes. That's the achievement I unlocked. Okay. Life's not fair, is it? I think this all the time.
I'm not sure what you mean, ma'am.
Whoa. It's just isn't. I have riches and power and practically everything I could possibly want, but I don't at the same time. I don't understand.
You're getting you're being silly, ma'am.
Yes, and you're being really loud, ma'am. This was my life, whether I liked it or not. I was the heiress, I don't even know how to say that, to a rich family. Splendid, no? To many women, this would have been a dream come true, the perfect way to spend life. However, it wasn't as loving as one would think. Sophie, I'm being serious.
Of course you are, I'm not saying you aren't.
It's exactly what you're saying. You said I was being silly.
But I never said not serious, ma'am, did I?
True, Sophie, you do bring up a point. You...
Aha! See, ma'am, I know you're serious. You're just being silly.
That doesn't make anything better, but okay. There you go again. Sophie was my personal maid, and despite her jokes, she was one of my best friends. She has been with me ever since I was a child and has cared for me like a sister ever since. Sophie has gotten me out of trouble so many times, even when I was at fault. It's a surprise that she deals with me.
Now, ma'am, don't get fussy. I was only fooling.
Sure you are, Sophie. Still, I am right, you know. Life isn't fair.
Life is never fair, ma'am. It gives you lemons when you want to make orange juice. That's how the saying goes, right?
Not quite, Sophie. It's when life gives you lemon, make lemonade, Sophie.
But what if I want orange juice?
You gotta get some oranges then. That's exactly what I mean. It's not fair.
Oh, ma'am, you're not talking about him again, are you?
Of course I was. He was all I could think about, all I could talk about. I'm obsessed with him. It's not a healthy relationship, but whatever. Alexander, my personal butler. Alexander was charming and handsome, sophisticated and sweet. He was practically everything I dreamed of in a man. Yet despite him always being in arm's reach, he was as far away as could be. He was devoted to being the perfect servant, even if it meant disobeying any romantic request. He just probably thinks you're a child, okay? I let out a sigh and looked to Sophie helplessly. I'm hungry, Sophie.
Oh no, ma'am, those puppy eyes won't work on me. I already got you an extra tray of biscuit cookies for your morning tea.
But Sophie... Oh, that was actually an option. But Sophie, fine. Yeah, I think I've had too much.
Don't worry like that. None of that now.
Okay, Sophie. Sophie, please.
Fine.
Yes.
I'll make you some fruit sandwiches and tea.
Thank you.
Honestly. honestly, I spoil you.
Yes, you do. You love me, of course.
Yes, ma'am, I love you. I'll be right back.
Sophie left me alone in my room, giving me time to think about Alexander while I sat at my study desk. Oh yes, I am a teen who is boy crazy. He was basically 3 years older than I was, yet he acted like a proper gentleman. The way he smiled practically made my legs weak. What? Are you okay? You might want to go to the doctor or the hospital. His voice made my heart sing in a loud, blissful arrays of affection. I was in love with my butler, but I didn't care. The only problem was that he didn't love me back. Alexander was so invested in becoming the perfect servant that he denied any romantic gesture I threw his way. Wow, I do sound desperate. The mere thought of the last failure made me slump in my chair. Life's not fair. Get over yourself. Suddenly, there was a knock at my door. Who is it? I'm brooding. Leave me be. Who is it?
Your butler, miss. May I come in?
It's Alexander. What are we gonna do? Our failure? My heart stopped. It was him, Alexander. I felt pure elation bubble in my chest. Oh my gosh. Come in, please. Even without a face, he looks like a pretty good guy. The door opened and revealed Alexander standing at full attention for me while a tray covered in letters in his hands. He took a step into the room and closed the door behind him and walked to the front of my desk.
My deepest apologies for the interruption, my lady, but I have some letters addressed to you. I came as quick as I received them.
Why, thank you, Alexander. Yeah, thank you. I said that twice already. Alexander gently placed the tray on my desk in front of me, revealing 3 letters. One had my family seal, one was pink and practically reeked of flowers. I guess the flowers didn't smell good because I said reeked. And the last letter was a plain envelope. The plain letter, I guess? I carefully opened the letter with my letter opener, and I took out the letter parchment. It was surprisingly pure white, despite being in a concealed envelope. I read the parchment's contents aloud. The lady exits the pumpkin carriage. Queen to Bishop King. K. Why did I say King? K? What kind of joke is this? Who was K? What was this K getting at?
A riddle, perhaps?
A riddle for what? This must be a mistake. Who sent this? I looked to the envelope for any indication of the sender, but the only thing on the envelope besides for my address and my name was a big giant K wax seal on the corner. Odd. I guess we're gonna have to go through all of them, so let's just go the letter with my seal. I opened the letter gently with my letter opener, taking out a letter parchment and reading its contents. Dear Lori, I will be returning home today for my business trip. Please make sure to clean yourself and properly dress yourself for my arrival. We have much to discuss. Your mother. Not even a love. Your mother. Okay.
Your mother is returning. That's wonderful news.
I guess she is. I guess that's wonderful news. I don't know. My mother had been on a long business trip that had lasted almost 2 weeks. Most likely she would be staying for a couple days. Then she would be off and about on another business trip that needed her attention. This was the norm of my mother. Being that she single-handedly owned the estate, I had to admit it was quite lonely without her. However, when she was around, it was very stressful. She demanded perfection out of me beyond anything, hoping that eventually I would become a perfect and prim and proper young woman. But that will never happen because I'm Lori. I had just turned 17. Hey, I'm gonna be turning 17 soon too. She was perfect when she turned the age of 13. I apparently had a long way to go. Yes, wonderful. The pink scented letter. I open, and of course I'm gonna read it again. My dear Lori, my name is Isaac Newport, and I know that you do not know me, but I hope to know more about you soon. I am currently in town this weekend and would like to request your presence for tea. Please write back soon. Isaac. Ah, damn, another suitor. Ugh.
A suitor? I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the Newport family.
Did I care? I wasn't interested in courting, especially with a man I didn't even know. Besides, the only man I wanted was Alexander, my butler. Okay, I didn't read the rest. Oh well, whatevers. I sighed and placed my hands in the middle of the note, ready to tear it in two. However, Alexander stopped me.
Miss, I would suggest holding on to that note.
Why? Huh? Why? I'm going to turn him down.
Still, if he were to visit, you'll have proven knowledge of who he is rather than forget in the future.
That is true, Alexander. I sighed and placed the note in one of my drawers to obviously be forgotten about later. I sighed and slumped in my chair. My mother's returning. I have another damn suitor, and this letter riddle makes absolutely no sense. Today is starting off marvelously.
Is there anything I could do to make you happy, my lady?
Of course, Alexander, just be mine. Of course, I would never say that, I hope. Whoa! Please kiss me or no, thank you. I don't want to seem too desperate, so no, thank you. I stood and walked around my desk, waiting for some fresh air. Tell Sophie that... Whoa! What? I suddenly felt myself falling. My foot slipped out from beneath me. I quickly grabbed for something and tried to maintain my balance. And I grabbed my butler? What I didn't realize was that I grabbed Alexander and pulled him down over atop of me. Oh,
My lady, are you all right?
I'm okay. I just fell, Alexander. Yes, I'm sorry. I bit my lip. This was exactly what I wanted, but this was purely an accident. I was sure he would be thinking that this was planned. Are you okay, Alexander? I shouldn't have grabbed onto you.
I am, thank you.
To my surprise, he was blushing a little bit as well. Well, this escalated fast. Was he as embarrassed as I was? Oh, what? The door opened again, forcing Alexander and me to look towards it in shock. Don't tell me it's my mother.
Ma'am, I brought you... Oh my.
Sophie, can't you read the atmosphere? This isn't what it looks like. I blushed a deep red. To have him on top of me was one thing, and to have Sophie see was another. Thanks, Sophie. I love the support from you. Alexander quickly stood up and helped me up, gently brushing us both off as Sophie bit her lip. I don't know what I was gonna say. With a grin.
No worries, ma'am. I didn't say anything, I swear.
You better have not, Sophie. I glared at Sophie, knowing she was stifling laughter. I looked to Alexander after sighing. I was shocked to see him blushing as much as I was. I stared as he closed his eyes and tried to make a deep breath. Was he flustered? Who wouldn't be? Thanks, Sophie. I looked to Sophie, who looked ready to explode into laughter while holding my sandwiches and tea.
Well, if you both will excuse me, I need to prepare lunch for Lady Beaumont's arrival.
Yes, please go, Alexander. Alexander bowed to me quickly before exiting the room, closing the door behind him. And thank God she left. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click that like button and subscribe to my channel, and maybe even comment down below. See you guys soon. Bye!